Hello and welcome to Catfish Trash Talk. This is episode 69. I'm your host, comedian Tracey Carnazzo, joined by my co-host, comedian Noelle WH.
Hi, hello. I haven't heard that one in a while.
Oh my God. Season 3, episode 4. Is that what it is?
I didn't write it down.
Yeah, I think it's episode 4 because last time was season 3, episode 3.
There you go.
Tracie and Sammie.
Did you remember this episode?
Vaguely.
Okay.
I think when there's a bad episode, I block it out of my mind.
It's funny because I remember this episode. I remembered Antoinette and Tea Lights. Like I'm remembering a lot of these episodes.
You're a better rememberer than me. I have not that much. I have a very small SD card.
I think you do. I think the one next week is actually a fun one too.
Really?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure because I was looking at the guy's picture. I'm like, if this is the one I'm thinking of, this is a great episode.
Oh, I'm excited about that. If you guys want more of us, go to patreon.com/trash talk podcast, where you could find so many of our bonus episodes, including our favorite podcast, BS.
Where we BS.
We just BS a little bit. So check it out. So season 3, episode 4, Catfish. We're going back to the oldies. We're sweating to the oldies.
We are.
Tracie and Sammie. So Noelle, let's jump in the pool.
All right. You know, it is refreshing to see Max, though. Sometimes I like Cammy, but I do like Max.
I like Max. So can I yawn this early in the podcast?
Yeah, you can do it.
Okay, I did it. Too bad. I just did it.
Good for you. You go, Glenn Coco.
Thank you so much. So Tracie is an actress from LA.
Right.
Oh, you're an actress from LA.
Oh, wow. No way.
She was in Rent, the film adaptation.
Right.
And then she was also in the closing Broadway cast.
So that means what exactly?
It means that she was in the last cast that closed the show. The last, like she closed the restaurant.
But so casts change
Of
on Broadway very often.
Well, let me ask you a question. If if you have a job for 10 years, I mean, people have left, right?
Yes. No, I know that. But I'm saying is it like a restaurant, like people come and go like crazy? Or is this something you keep for
depending on what part you're in?
Okay.
Yeah. I mean,
I wonder if Regina George is still the same from when we went to see Mean Girls.
Maybe not.
You know? Yeah.
Yeah. There's not really. Also, a lot of times, a lot of people get very famous from they're a lead in the Broadway.
Yes,
and they go on to bigger and better.
That's true.
They go on to Hollywood.
Ooh, all right.
So she was in Death Proof with Quentin Tarantino. That was a Quentin Tarantino movie. And she met a fan on Twitter 2 years ago who became a super fan.
Right. So became a Kim from 90 Day Fiance.
But she wasn't. Yeah, she was a potential. She was very deceitful, though.
And it's not romantic.
Not romantic.
Apparently.
So she made many accounts to get the attention, and then she even killed off one of her profiles.
I mean, seen this before.
Sure. So they have no contact for a while. And also, by the way, in case you were wondering, Tracie was also in an indie movie called Raise.
Okay, but did you see the cover of it? It's like, this is a $5 movie.
Yeah, I made the cover. I drew it with my left hand. I made it on an app.
Yes, you did. You made it on your paint app.
So we meet Reese, who is Sammie's friend.
Right.
Reese's Twitter friend, but this is Sammie's best friend, I guess, in real life. And Reese said that she had cancer.
And she died.
Downhill slope quickly. Reese's cancer death was like the pool that I was in this weekend.
The slope.
I was on the slope and I really thought that I could stand up, and I just slid right down into the deep end.
Tracie, that made me laugh because it was so real.
Yeah, that was real.
What was happening at the time?
I know.
It was the best time.
I bottomed. I was like, I'm gonna drown, and I can swim.
You were in the middle of a conversation. It was very funny.
I was. I literally, what is it? Like I wiped out.
Yeah, you did. Wipe out. Yeah, you did.
Oh God, that was so fun. But let me tell you something. The water was very cooling on my face. Because I wasn't going all the way under until I got
until you had to.
I think it was the Tide. Maybe we're going to talk about this on BS. Go to patreon.com/trash talk podcast to hear who I was talking to when I fell into the pool.
And guys, this is like a real person. You're going to know who this is. This isn't some Z list.
I was talking to a A-lister.
You were.
And then I fell into the pool. So never forget.
Never forget.
So Reese, she got cancer and she fell in the pool.
She did. She just fell right down the slope.
She fell down the slope. She went underwater. She never came back up.
Goodbye, Reese. Goodbye forever, as you would say.
Forever. So 30 minutes after Tracie found out that Reese was dead from her best friend, Sammie, Sammie messages Tracie 30 minutes later and goes, "Hey, how are you holding up?" And she's like, "Well, how are you holding up? Because this is your best friend."
See, that's the thing. It's like, Tracie, you fucked up. This is where you start to look stupid. Sammie, sorry.
Yeah.
This is very confusing too.
Yes. Okay. So now dead Reese likes her own RIP tweet.
Tracie.
And then unlikes it. But you know what? I would like my own RIP tweet.
From the grave?
Yes.
Yeah, you would though.
Yes, I would. And then I would unlike it if people didn't really react well to it.
That's true. Like taking down a picture if you don't get enough likes. I've done this many times.
Yeah. Everyone does that. All right. So then Tracie says something so dramatic. And this is like the theme of the entire episode. She goes, quote, "Sammie made her up and gave her cancer and killed her for attention." And it's like, Tracie, stop.
Tracie, how much time do you have on your hands that you're so invested in this?
I'm going to tell you how much time she has on her hands.
How much time?
You don't get it.
You don't get it? I don't get it like at all.
Okay. She has a lot of time on her hands. She has 525,600 minutes. How do you measure a year?
But like that was so easy and I walked right into it.
You did.
I did. You know what? I deserved that. I deserved it.
I love that.
I mean, that was very good. Tracie, your comedic timing, it never fails.
No, that is what happened.
Yeah, that was great.
She had 525,600 minutes, 525,000 moments so dear, 525,600 minutes. How do you measure a year? Do you know the lyrics now?
No.
Oh, that's so sad. In daylights, in sunsets, in midnights, in cups of coffee, in inches, in miles, in laughter, in strife, in 525,600 minutes. How do you measure a year in the life?
I fucking hate musicals.
Okay, let me tell you something real quick. Side note.
Tell me.
We're 1 degree of separation from this Tracie, because who else was in the cast of Rent?
Here's the thing. Like, I know this, but like, I don't know this.
Okay. Well, I've seen Rent more than one time.
Oh no, I know you have.
The reason being
is because someone you knew was in it.
Someone I dated very romantically.
See, that's what I thought. I'm like, there is a man in this. Can you give me an initial here?
His first name, Jay.
That's still an initial.
His first initial, yes, is Jay. His first name's initial is Jay.
Okay.
His last, F.
I'm saying all the right words in my head.
How about
Jimmy Fontana?
Yes, Jimmy Fontana, our friend from 123rd Avenue.
Used to watch The Sopranos with.
Yes, Jimmy Fontana was in Rent. It was right after he got out of jail. He was in Rent. Yes, how did you know? And Luigi was in it too. He didn't fare out so well.
Oh no, he's not doing great.
Joey Fatone.
Okay, I didn't know that's who we were
Really?
talking about. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Do
Me
you
and
know
Joey.
what's so crazy is
Tell
in
me.
my mind,
Yeah.
one of the people in the like Ronnie group of boys was
Yeah.
in Rent.
Really? You
Yeah.
think that someone I went to high school with
Yeah.
was in Rent? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it was Joey Fatone instead.
Listen, I have a lot of fever hallucination dreams in the middle of the night.
I can see this. I can
Was he
definitely
very
see.
good in Rent? Was he awesome?
Joey's an amazing performer. He's a singer and a dancer. I mean, what's not to love?
You're still so in love with him all these
I
years
love
later.
him all the way.
I know.
Noelle, I'm like a half a degree of separation from him.
And Alec Baldwin, no?
No,
You're
no.
over Alec, right?
No, I'm not over Alec. I'll never be over Alec. I'll love Alec
Oh.
forever.
Okay.
I am so close to both of them.
Joey lives here or in Florida?
Joey might live in Vegas now. It depends on what he's filming. Yeah,
okay.
because he was based in Orlando for so many years.
That's what I
thought.
thought.
He had that stupid wife that stole her from me, but they're divorced. He has a girlfriend now though. But it's like, is it so serious? I don't know.
I mean, I don't know. Remember, my ex took his passport pictures and
Did
turned them
he?
into coasters.
Yes, I do.
That was still, I thought about this randomly like 2 weeks ago. And I'm like, you know something? Terrible person.
Right,
Broke my
yeah.
heart.
Sure.
That was so funny.
So
He
funny.
was so funny. Like,
That's like violating like a passport HIPAA law too.
Joey Fatone went into CVS to get his passport pictures taken. He was such a
Yep.
dick that Mike kept all of the pictures and put
turned them into coasters.
into coasters. And I remember going to his house
this.
and I'm like, what are these coasters?
He's like Joey Fatone's
Yeah,
mugshot.
he's like, he was so mean. And he made me take like 1,000 pictures of him. So I kept
Meanwhile,
them.
he's so nice.
That
And
is a HIPAA law.
not really.
Passport
It's not really. But no, we have a really good mutual friend. I'm friends with his best friend,
Justin Timberlake.
Sal Vulcano.
See, I don't know this.
Oh, they're like BFF.
I didn't know that. So why don't you be like, hello?
You can't.
I know you can't.
You have to play it cool.
Why do you think I didn't take one picture yesterday?
Okay, well, I'll tell you this. This is
Yeah.
something that only Roger is going to understand, or maybe there are some bonfire fans or anything in here.
Mhm.
So someone tweeted years ago. So I have there's this show called The Bonfire. I've been on it on Sirius XM. It's hosted by Big J Okerson and Dan Soder.
Right.
I think it was Jim Norton that tweeted that Joey Fatone was going to be on The Bonfire that day.
Uh-huh.
And I called the studio and I started yelling at them on air.
What'd you say?
I was like, are you fucking kidding me?
Do they know
were
your
like,
love for him?
Yes. And they were like, what is your issue? And I was like, you're going to have fucking Joey Fatone on, not me. You don't even invite me to the studio. Like, who do you think you are? And they were like, Tracy, that's not true.
Where did they get that idea? He just made it up?
It was like some kind of joke that I didn't get.
Oh, no.
So I was crazy on air.
I love that. I wish I could hear that. I love that.
Yeah.
Oh.
So,
okay. Well, back to Catfish.
nah, I don't like this episode. Okay.
No,
so
I know.
right, so now, they're all going to go to LA.
Right.
So,
oh, wait. No, hold on. She sent them a funeral video.
Well, that's next, right?
Yeah.
So now Sammie sends a video of the funeral, and then she also sends a picture of the funeral pass,
right,
with the funeral name
so
on
that
it.
goes into your car, right?
Yeah, that's like when
right.
you're
Okay.
So it has the funeral home name on it. So Tracy calls the funeral home, asks about it. They're like, no, there's no wreath, there's nothing.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, she should have asked who did die that day, because she could have traced that back a little bit too. Come on.
Oh, yeah. She definitely could have.
So
they picked the wrong Tracy for this episode.
Wrong Tracy.
Yeah.
Because I was also in Rent.
But that's what I'm saying. You weren't not
525,600 minutes.
You could be in
How
Rent.
do you measure a year? Sorry.
You're very happy.
My neighbors.
Yeah. I don't know what they think.
What do you think they like? I do show tunes. I scream a lot.
I don't know. I mean, listen, you had a neighbor that kept giving you like Dunkin' Donuts coupons, I remember. And it's like, why do you think that I drink coffee?
And it's like, he's probably like, there's two things that are happening. She's either doing cocaine or she's drinking coffee. And I really hope she takes these coupons.
Right. Because she's singing at night.
Okay. So, Marissa now tweets. There's someone named some account. Marissa tweets at Tracie that Sammie's dead too.
Right.
So Marissa's account became so there's like this Marissa thing account, but it's like a fan account for this woman Marissa who is on this Glee show.
Right. They had like, I think they had like some Glee reality show competition.
It was a competition to be on the new Glee cast.
Yeah. So it was kind of like a vote for Marissa.
But I love that now that Reese is dead, we're going to tease Sammie's death.
Right.
So she's like, oh, no, I'm okay. I just passed out. And it's like, oh, and Marissa's fan page knew that you fainted. I love how if I fainted, like, I don't think anyone would just go to she's dead.
But that's what I mean. Right. It's like, did you stop breathing when you fainted?
But imagine like I just went to sleep and you were like, I think she's dead, guys. She has her eyes closed.
Right. You never know. You never
Sleep is the cousin of death.
My upstairs neighbor just called me and texted me and said, hey, sorry to bother you. What do you think he wants?
I don't know. Maybe he heard me singing show tunes from here.
In my head?
He's like, I'm sorry to bother you, but are you in the ensemble of Rent?
Oh, he wants to know if his brother can block the driveway. I usually wouldn't have my phone on. I didn't realize I didn't have it on airplane mode.
I think he should be part of the show.
I'm going to text him back and I'm going to tell him, you know what? Letty can block the driveway because Matt is not here. Now, in case you wanted to know all of my neighbors' names,
you can not only block the driveway, you can come over because my husband's out. And your brother can come over too because he's not half bad looking.
Not half bad looking. Can't wait to get in trouble for that one.
Yeah, like he can block a lot of driveways. He can plug up a few things too.
Yeah, you can plug up my toilet.
Noelle, is that what you call it?
I mean, I guess.
I know you called it your ham room. Now you're calling it your toilet.
I think yours is the ham room.
Yours is the ham room.
I don't know. Is it ham? Is it bologna? Is it a bologna room?
If you guys don't know what we're talking about, go to patreon.com/trashtalkpodcast. All right, back to I guess this episode. All right.
Okay, so I'm here.
We're tease Sammie's death, and then we find out that this Marissa fan account is the account that became Reese's account.
But wouldn't you have covered that? That's so sloppy. Like, couldn't you have just deleted the old tweets or something?
I guess so. So now they run her number. It goes back to Samantha Davis, so it's real. Then they find her Facebook, and she says, "quote This is in her profile. I'm really good at celebrities."
But Max says she is.
She is.
He's like, well, she is.
And I'm like, should I put this in my Tinder profile? I'm really good at musicals.
I'm really good at celebrity. I'm really good at Joey Fatoning.
Joey Fatoning. I like how that's a verb.
Like ladies who lunch.
I'm Joey Fatoning. God, ask me what I'm doing tomorrow.
What are you doing tomorrow?
I'm gonna Alec Baldwin for a little bit, and then I'm gonna be Joey Fatoning for the rest of the day.
You're gonna Joey Fatone for dinner?
I'm gonna Fatone it.
Okay, I like Fatoning.
Yeah. Oh my God, I really Fatoned up my stomach though. You got to see it.
Yeah, well, I've been cutting my Baldwins out of my diet, so
I Fatoned my stomach. You could see 2 of them now. I have a 2-pack.
Good for you.
I have a 2-pack.
I don't have any pox.
Oh my God, we're doing a little this is a little music mashup, guys.
Yeah, I like this. This is very Jay-Z Linkin Park of us.
This girl is 25. She's female. She had born to deaf parents, and then we find a Twitter fan page for Liz, who's a Broadway actress.
Right.
Okay, so I think I did a little bit of digging.
Okay.
This Liz, they like block off her last name, which is kind of weird.
Yeah.
But I Googled it, and I think it's Liz Gillies, Gillies. I don't know how to say that. From Dynasty.
When Dynasty was like a primetime show, they remade it.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
So I'm not sure. I think that's who it is though, because I kind of like followed it back to that.
Okay.
So they find a Pinterest and they find that this is the Marissa from this Glee show.
Right.
So they message Liz. They message Marissa. Marissa calls back. They don't message. No, it's not Liz.
No, it says that they message Marissa and Liz, but then they never bring up Liz again.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. That was it. It was over.
Right, Liz is like, I have better things to do. Marissa's like, I actually have nothing to do.
I have
so this is
nothing to do.
perfect.
I lost the competition.
She's like,
That's all I got now.
I'm in the loser's circle right now. Hello, Catfish. It's Marissa. I actually called you. So she's in Studio City, not working.
Right.
So she's in Home City.
She's laying in the lot. She's not doing anything.
He's like, I'm in the loser circle right outside Studio City. Yeah, so you go into Studio City and then you make a left and then you go into the basement and I'll be there at the loser's circle.
And there's Marissa.
Hello? So I love this phone conversation. They're like, Marissa, would you like to meet up? She's like, yeah, I'm in Studio City. They're like, okay. And she goes, okay, I'll see you tomorrow.
She loves to say the word zealous too.
Okay. She loved it. She said it 3 times.
Yeah.
Noelle.
Yeah.
It's like they wrote it for her and she kept repeating the script.
I know.
And they were like, don't worry, we're just going to use it once. And then they're
Also,
like, joke's on you. We used it 4 times.
Why do they have to stop trying to make Lottie happen?
Noelle, please with Lottie. Okay.
Yeah.
So now she's in Studio City. This is a total TV phone call. And it's like, would you like to meet tomorrow? And it's like, yes, tomorrow. Goodbye.
Tomorrow. Goodbye. You can guess where it
information.
is.
You can guess where it is. You can guess what time.
You can guess the time.
Well, they knew she was in the loser circle, so that's good. He's like, I've been there once or twice, so that's good.
Ginger ale.
She's like, is Liz there? And they're like, no, Liz actually has 32 million followers.
And it's like, oh, okay. Wait, no, she has 525,600
followers. How do you measure social media?
Ooh, I like you.
All right, so now Marissa brings the fan mail.
Okay, but what year is this?
Okay, she brings fan mail. She brings fan mail.
Mm-hmm.
She saved it all very specifically.
She just happened to have it.
Marissa's like, I've literally never gotten anyone else be a fan of me. Clearly, I lost the show. Look at me laying in the loser circle.
Laying in the lot.
I'm in the lot in the loser's circle. Someone's parking next to me and I'm just laying my body across the spot. They're like, do you even have a car? She's like, no, I lost the competition.
Yeah, sorry.
She's like,
I lost everything.
I took the bus here. Next stop, Studio City, loser's lot.
I was hoping she would break out into song too. And Neve low-key tried to bang her too, I'm sure.
Oh, 100%. Every time Neve sees someone even remotely attractive, that's what happens.
Yeah. Are you okay?
No, because I don't want to say who just started going off in my house, but her name starts with an A and it ends with an A.
Shmamlexa.
Yeah, and then she turned the TV on, and then there's noises, and
I don't
scared.
hear anything.
No. It was it was a voice.
Oh, why'd she do that?
I don't know. Sometimes she goes crazy.
Mine does too. I woke up. She was reciting a poem.
Well, guess what?
The shit out of
Guess
me.
who else was reciting a poem? She was reciting a poem in the shape of a heart about how much she loved Marissa.
This poem, this is like that girl that was on My Sister Sam, that someone just showed up to her house and shot her in the face. Her stalker. I listened to a podcast about it, but I was alive when this happened. It happened in the 80s.
Right.
It was this girl, she was 18 and she was on My Sister Sam, and her super fan that thought he was talking to her through the TV. He was obsessed with her. He thought she was making faces at him or whatever. He went to her house and shot her in the head.
This is
and
Selena.
Just killed her. Yes, but
yeah,
Selena, the woman, was a scam artist.
Right.
Yeah.
So now she writes her a poem in the shape of a heart. She writes fan fiction. Is there in this whole world anything scarier than fan fiction?
No.
Okay.
No.
I used to work for bands.
Twilight fan fiction.
Noelle. That's not even as scary because that's a big thing.
Yeah, it is.
I used to work for bands that were not very popular.
Right.
And there were 2 women very specifically that were grown-ups.
Uh-huh.
I would say they were in their 40s.
Oh, okay. But the band you used to work for had the strangest fans.
But it was women in their 40s, and they would write fan fiction.
Yeah.
And then they would send it to me.
That's so weird.
So here's the deal. I don't know what this is. I don't know if I'm reading something that happened to you. And no, it's fan fiction. And I'm like, I don't know what that means.
Or is it fantasy?
Basically.
See, I didn't know they did that for bands.
No. They didn't do it. These two, a lot of people do these things.
I didn't know. I thought it was more for like, I guess like movies and stuff. I did not know that they did this for bands.
Noelle, it's
I never
anyone
knew
who's
this.
a fan of anything. People should write Tracey Noelle fan fiction.
You know the crazy things that they would write, right?
Do it.
That we're like snaking each other. I'm a snake and you're a snake and we're scissoring snakes.
A scissoring snake.
Scissoring snake.
Scissoring snakes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Guys, write our fan fiction.
Do it.
So now we go to meet Lottie. But they don't tell us who Lottie is until after we've already heard from Lottie.
Well, the thing is, they mentioned her briefly in the beginning, but it's like
sort of.
It's like she's a producer. But why?
She's Tracy's friend. That's why they call her Tracy's friend.
Even reaching out to her. That's the thing. Like, I don't get any of it.
She's a bad actress. That's what she is.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
She's trying to make it, and she didn't make it. So now, they ask Marissa if she wrote back, and she's like, due to the sensitive nature, I did not, but I was compelled to.
Yeah, but it's like, what does that mean? Shut up. Marissa's a self-righteous asshole.
Yes, she is. So I love how they're playing scary, suspenseful music.
I know.
And then Lottie tells her about Reese.
And Lottie was just devastated. She was devastated.
And then they find out that Sammie's account is now Twisted Lesbian. And it's like a Liz fan page.
Right. All right. She likes what she likes.
Okay, but like what? Why are you guys so obsessed with your fan?
Right.
Hello.
That is so weird to me.
That's almost like, hello, I have a fan. Hello, I have a fan. And it's like, I don't believe you. And it's like, yeah, I'll go on a show and I'll show you I have a fan.
Right. It's like, it's almost like,
hey, you have one fan. Be nice to her.
She was trying to build a street team or something, I guess.
I
don't know.
She was.
Yeah.
That's exactly what she was trying to do. Mm-hmm. So now Tracy is just casually hanging out, rehearsing at Rockwell.
Yes.
They happen to catch her rehearsing just with an ensemble cast.
It's like, give me a fucking break.
They're like, hey, Tracy.
Mm-hmm.
How do you measure a year? And she's like, oh, hey, guys. 525,600 minutes. How do you measure a year?
This whole episode is just a Tracy. I've totally forgot the word. Audition.
Yeah, that's what my episode would be like.
Oh no, for sure. But like this is not.
But I'm not
ironic.
calling catfish.
Right.
No. Imagine I called catfish. I was like, one person likes me.
Noelle.
And it's Noelle, and she's my biggest fan. She writes fan fiction all the time.
But I don't know what she looks like. I've never met her.
She writes fan fiction all the time. Mm-hmm. And you're like, Tracy, those are just text messages between me and you. I'm just telling you to get your life together.
If you're a snake, I'm a snake. Right.
So they show
Tracy, I just ate an English muffin. It's gonna hurt my belly.
Right.
That's the kind of text you get.
That's the kind of fan fiction I get. Yeah. I'm like, is that a poem? Did she mean something else? Is this written in the shape of an actual English muffin? And they're like, it's just a circle. I'm like, it's the shape of an English muffin. Which is also the shape of my hand room. Oh my God, is she gonna English muffin me?
I'm gonna English muffin you.
Oh boy, I was
can't
busy
wait.
Joey Fatoning.
Stop cutting the Baldwins out of your diet.
I know. Oh God, I know. You need a lot of Baldwins in your diet, or else you're never gonna go to the bathroom. You gotta eat Baldwins, you know.
I love Baldwins.
So do I. All right. So now also, so they show her the love letters. I love how she saved these love letters for years, right?
Right.
But then just gives them up real quick. Not even copies them, the originals.
Yeah. Like, here you go. I actually don't need them anymore. I've
been waiting
for what I need them for.
I kept them in case catfish called.
Yeah.
And she's like, actually, can I have them back? That's my only fan.
Maybe they send them back to her.
And then they're like, actually, OnlyFans seems like a great idea for you.
Mm-hmm.
That's
what
this episode should be called, OnlyFan.
Speaking before, we were talking about the bonfire, the whole crew, blah, blah, blah. I followed a bunch of people before. I followed Karen Feehan, Only Feehans.
Yeah, that's her
instead of OnlyFans.
It's called Only Feehans.
Amazing. I'm like, Boom. I want a hoodie. You really got me with that one.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know.
Yeah,
Okay, we'll
it
get
was
matching
good.
hoodies. I can
Yeah,
do this
we're
for
gonna
us.
have to.
I can do
Uh-huh.
this for us. So also side note, she has a kid. Sammie has a kid.
Yeah.
We just throw that in there willy-nilly.
Mhm. Yeah.
So now they find out that this lesbian account, right?
Right.
She's following Tracie and Lonnie.
And Tracy's like, well, I probably tweeted back at her.
Oh my God.
Oh, the end of the world.
Okay, I will say this.
Yeah.
Sammie's eyeliner game is on point.
I know it is.
I'm jealous.
I know.
I'm like,
It's
I wonder if
this
she
is
could do an
very
eyeliner
good.
on me.
Very good eyeliner.
So they message her to meet up.
Mhm.
And they're in Neve's house in LA. We get it, Neve.
I
And
know
she
you have a
writes
girlfriend.
back.
We get it.
All right. She writes back and she's like, I'm nervous. I can't believe this, whatever.
Mhm.
So she said, they were like, do you want to meet up? And she's like, oh, I don't know. Meanwhile, she's like snail trailing.
Yeah, of course she is. She's very nice.
I like her.
Yeah, me too.
So they go to Philly, outside of Philly, Ardmore, Pennsylvania, and they play the Blair Witch Project style music with the Blair Witch. They keep like dropping the camera. They're fumbling it.
Okay. They always fumble the camera. It's so annoying.
And then we get a beautiful
You're right.
quote.
It's Blair Witch fumbling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Neve's
I
like
can't believe you've seen
nodding
that
into the
movie.
camera. I saw it in the movie theater.
I can't believe it.
Who did I even see that with? I saw it with
Who
a
the
boy.
hell did you see that with?
I saw that with a boy. I don't remember.
Really?
Yeah. Not good.
That's weird.
Tracie says, quote,
Yeah.
oh God, what am I doing? Because she's getting nervous to go. And the answer to that question is, Tracie, trying to stay
auditioning.
relevant.
Right.
You're trying to stay relevant. That's what you're doing. So now they meet up with Sammie, who's regular. Tracie won't say hi.
Okay, that's the thing though. Tracy was being such a bitch to Sammie.
Tracie, you asked to meet up with her. You won't say hello to her?
Don't you want a good audition?
You wanted to meet her so
Uh-huh.
that you could tell her that she's good enough.
Yes.
But you won't say hi to her.
Right. She's being so mean to her. And Sammie's like, you could tell she's so nervous too.
She wasn't
You can't even make her feel comfortable.
Oh God.
She didn't even come in hot. Nothing. She was so nice.
She was very, very humble. So now she's like, well, whose funeral was that? She's like, it was my cousin's funeral.
And they're not like, I'm so sorry.
They're like, so you're filming your cousin's funeral? She's like, yes,
Yeah.
I just told you that.
Yeah. It was so, I hated this.
So now they sit down with her. She said that she's the only child. She was a loner. And Neve asked her about her sexuality in the weirdest way.
Why? How did he say it?
He was like, so your sexuality, you're still like discovering that?
All right. Then she goes, I'm gay.
She
What,
goes,
that
are
I'm
you
gay?
asking
Yeah.
when I found out I was gay?
Yeah.
She's like, I always knew I was gay.
Yeah.
She's like, I tried to block it out, but I always knew I was gay.
So basically, she had a boyfriend. She got pregnant. She broke up with him. And
Right.
she was so relieved.
You know what?
I know that feeling.
Same. So now they leave and Neve's like, oh God, I got so many texts. It's like, you didn't get so many texts.
You got like 3 texts.
You got 3 texts. It was part of one thought.
Yeah. And she was nice.
She was nice. And then also she was like, oh, can you come to my house? You think she just said that? You guys set her up. You were like, can we come to your house? And she's like, yeah, you could come to my house.
They staged her house.
Yeah, they knew.
Uh-huh.
She wasn't like, can you please come to my house?
There was a hutch in her living room with not one item in it. Not one item. It's the emptiest hutch I've ever seen in my life.
They were probably
they ran to Rent-A-Center quick and got it.
They probably had her hutch in there and she only had pictures of Tracie. And they're like,
They
yeah,
had
we're
to
going to
take them out.
Or they only had pictures of Liz and they were like, we have to see these out. Tracie's going to flip out.
Right.
And we don't have time to print out pictures of her.
That's true.
So they go to a house that we've seen before on Catfish in the Kelly Price episode.
Yes, that was my first thought. I'm like, this is the condemned house on Kelly Price.
So they keep asking her over and over and over again. They're like, why did you kill off Reese? She's like, hello.
Right.
Hello. I'm being totally honest about everything.
Right.
Hello. I'm sorry I killed off Reese. I made up Reese and then I didn't know how to get rid of Reese. Right. I'm sorry. I've apologized 400 times now. What do you want me to say?
Yeah, it's like I don't know what the point of this was, because like I feel like they just kept like pushing her and she was so uncomfortable. She had like tears in her eyes so many times in this.
They were not nice to her. She was
Yeah, I
being nice.
know.
Listen, I don't care what she did. She was being nice.
She was. We've seen so many catfish come in like jerks.
Yeah, like who? I don't care. Yeah, so what?
Yeah, so what? So what? It was
Cheeseburger
a
tastes
joke.
good.
It was a joke.
You remember that
It's like,
episode of Maury?
mm-mm.
Oh, the girl was like an out of control teen, and then Maury's like, it says here, because he reads off the card, that you've had sex with a man for a cheeseburger, and she goes, yeah, so what? Cheeseburger tastes good.
I don't remember that.
Oh,
there
God,
was too many episodes of that.
That's the best episode.
That's
anyway,
so funny.
She's like, double cheeseburgers do taste good.
They do. I mean, you're not wrong.
It is what it is. So she was like, listen, I see Tracie more as a big sister. You know what the thing is?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think she's sexually attracted to Tracie at all.
No, she's not.
She wants Liz now.
Right. She was sexually attracted to Marissa.
Yep.
And Liz, but not Tracie. I think Tracie, she just like liked her. She was just a fan of hers. Yeah.
She didn't write her a love poem.
No. And I think Tracie was like, where's my love?
Tracie was like, no, you're sexually attracted to me. And she's like, no, I see you more as a sister. She's like, a scissor sister. She's like, a regular sister? Mm-hmm. She's like, you want a fork? She's like, I just thought you were like a nice person.
A knife person.
No, well, that's why you get paid the big bucks. And Tracie's like, I'll write you a love poem right now. Like, oh my God, can you guys get away from me? So she said that she liked the sympathy and the caring that she got from having Reese, from having Tracie.
She was being honest.
Yeah. So Neve says to her, which is very true.
What?
Neve's like, you're very interesting as a regular person. Like, people like you.
Right. He's like, I mean, there's so much, like, you have 2 deaf parents.
Right. But also, people liked you.
Yeah, of course. I know Max is like, you're clearly a writer. It's like, shut up, Max. But I mean, he's not wrong. Right.
He's right, though. She's sitting there writing fan fiction.
Yeah.
Tracie's like, you never wrote me fan fiction. She's like, all right, here's a story. She's like, Tracie didn't fucking make it. So now she's got to be on Catfish. How you like that story, Tracie?
Sorry, Tracie.
How you like them apples?
Tracie didn't make it.
She's like, no, I'm going to make it. Just give me 525,600 minutes.
Right.
Anyway. Mm-hmm. So now she genuinely apologizes. Mm-hmm. Tracie accepts the apology. Mm-hmm. And then she's like, you know what? Mm-hmm. I will allow you to touch my skin and press your body up against mine by hugging me, Tracie.
Yes.
And she's like, I guess.
Yeah, sure. If that's what you want.
She's like, press your fucking body up against me. Give me a fucking hug. Kiss my neck.
Oh.
She's like, I don't want to kiss your neck, Tracie. She's like, give me a hug. Do it longer. So then that's it. Nothing happens. They video chat with Tracie. Nothing happens. She's so glad that Sammie learned that. And now they talk to Sammie, and Sammie is not following Lottie or Tracie. Oh, and then also Tracie says, I hope to be buying her books one day.
Shut up, Tracie.
Okay, so you can't buy anything. You don't have a job. So
shut up, Tracie.
So Sammie said that she's doing better. She's not following Lottie or Tracie on Twitter, and she's writing a dramedy. So she's not allowed to follow them on Twitter anymore.
Yes.
You used me for a whole Catfish episode. I'm not even allowed to follow you on Twitter, but you're going to buy my books. How are you going to find out about my books?
Right.
Do you hate me or love me?
Both. They use her.
Yeah. I like Sammie.
I like Sammie too. And you know what's unfortunate? I can't find her anywhere I couldn't find her on Instagram, Facebook.
She's on Twitter.
No, but I found her old Twitter.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. Sammie's Twitter, the picture is Reese.
Oh, that's so funny.
So that's the crazy part. The last time she was tweeting was like when this episode came out, and she was basically like, do you love the show? Who wants Neve's number?
Oh, that's so funny.
That was it. It was basically like, do you like the show? Do you not like the show? But after that, it's like a dead
Liz tweeted
Twitter.
at her and said that her eyeliner game was on point, I think.
I mean, it was though. Her
Uh-huh.
eyeliner was crisp.
It was crisp. It was thick and crisp. It looked good on her.
I
Mm-hmm.
didn't want to promote Tracie anymore, and I didn't look her up.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, good job, Noelle.
No, she's still an actress. That was it. She came up as soon as I Googled the episode, she came right up.
What about Marissa? Anything? We don't care about her.
No, I didn't. I have to tell you, I didn't even think to look her up because we usually don't look up those people.
No, no one cares
But
about
Tracie, all I know is she's still an actress and she got married to a lady.
And she looks just like Sammie.
No, but she actually looks like Tracie.
Great.
Which is the twist here. But yeah, that was it. It was like she never really like took off as an actress. She has like these little roles.
Sure.
I'm looking at her right now.
She annoyed me.
I wish that I was able to find something up to date about Sammie just to like learn a little more about her, because I mean
Sammie's blocked from life. Sammie's not allowed to use social media anymore.
I feel like
here's the other thing. Sammie did not catfish her. She a little bit with Reese for like a second.
So that's what I wanted to ask you. I feel like she wasn't a catfish.
No,
she was just like a fan.
Yeah, she was just a fan that said that her fake profile died.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like,
stop. She didn't catfish you. She was her. She did so much for you, Tracie.
She did do so much for you.
What'd you do for her? You hugged her once?
Wow.
You wouldn't even say hello to her after she did.
You were such
at the
a
end of the day,
to her. Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day, she did a lot for you.
Yeah.
She was trying to promote your stupid fucking movie.
Did you ever spell your name the way Tracie does? Tracie?
No, that's the actual stupidest way to spell it.
So if you guys do want to look her up on Instagram, it's TracietThoms. Tracie Toms.
It's like, it's not even a real name.
No, it's not even like a good name or anything.
I'm not happy with her. I'm like angry at her.
Listen, I didn't love this episode just because I felt like there was no reason for her to find Sammie.
She
just wanted promotion.
Of her.
Yeah. Sammie was nothing. Sammie was like a little bloop in her life.
Sammie, it's almost like as soon as Sammie stopped giving her attention, she's like, I have to go catfish. I have to find her. And it's like, you have to find her. Just message her.
You were that upset about Reese that you had to call catfish.
Okay. Also, you knew she was fake, right? Because you called the funeral home.
Right.
So what are we trying to find out?
She's trying to promote herself. That's what turned me off to the episode. Because I mean, it was ridiculous.
What, Tracie? What did you need to know? What, you needed to humiliate some girl online?
Yeah.
Like,
and this poor girl that I can't even find her on social media now. Meanwhile, like it would be so fun to like see what she's up to now. Did she ever write anything?
We can't because of Tracie.
Yeah. Thanks, Tracie.
Thanks a lot, Tracie.
Thanks, Trace. Ugh. What a dumb name.
Her. She's so stupid. Guys, go to Catfish Trash Talk on Facebook and join our group. We could talk about the show. We could talk about the podcast. You could talk about me, and you could talk about Noelle.
Yeah, you could do all those things,
Catfish Trash Talk on Instagram, and you can follow Noelle, Noe Girl on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. I'm at Trixie Tuzini on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok, and TraceyCarnazzo.com for all of my upcoming show dates. And that's really it. Noelle, give us a 5-star rating and amazing review. Tell one friend about us. One friend. We have millions of followers. I really don't need too many people listening. So
yeah, I mean, guys, this is an exclusive club.
Exclusive.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
really happy that you listened to this recording of this podcast. Goodbye forever.
Bye forever.